Welcome to a special edition of Burlington Life. Today we are paying tribute to the life and legacy of Albert FaZe. The entire community of Burlington mourns his passing. Al contributed to the town of Burlington in so many ways, serving in the fire department for 35 years, his public service, and through his many charitable efforts. Al moved to Burlington in 1953. His first job was delivering milk. He met Joyce Miller at Carpenter's General Store. The two were married 11 months later, making their home on the Miller family poultry farm. Together they raised their 4 children. Al joined the Burlington Fire Department as a call man. After a year, he was appointed a full-time firefighter and served 35 years with the department.
Most firefighters really want to be firefighters. Yep. It's a job that encourages younger people to come along to take the job and do the job, and we have a lot of great guys in the fire department.
So I went over and I took the exam, the civil service exam, and they did a qualifying exam when they went to town voted civil service. The fellows that were there just had a qualifying exam, and they couldn't, if somebody failed, they couldn't be without a fire department, so it was just a transitional period. And then came the exams. We only had the one station at the time. There was no substation, as you know, and there was only 2 guys on the shift. That's all it was. But you could go a couple of weeks without going out, at all. I mean, right now they do 11 to 13 runs a day, sometimes counting the rescue runs and stuff. It's changed quite a bit. So that's how I started with that.
Al FaZe also spent many years serving the town of Burlington on the planning board and the board of selectmen, serving as chair on the latter.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Open for Discussion. We have as our guest tonight a very senior official of the town of Burlington, chairman of the planning board, Al FaZe.
Mr. Albert FaZe, thank you for joining us, Mr. FaZe.
Good evening.
Would you please begin with an opening statement?
Well, myself is Al FaZe, been a resident of the town of Burlington for approximately since 1952. I came with my folks up from the city of Medford, as many people do. I was here about 3 years. I became acquainted with the Burlington Call Fire Department and later went on the department in 1959, which I've served for 36 years. My wife is a Burlington girl. In fact, I met her here at the Burlington. And my 4 children all went to Burlington schools.
Al was also a big part of the Burlington Community Scholarship Foundation as a volunteer and serving on the board of directors.
Al was very actively involved in our fundraising portion of the Burlington Community Scholarship Foundation, both on the telethon, getting business and donors to come forward and donate, funds, dollars for scholars.
He's served on many boards in town, many capacities, and been Mr. Volunteer. Oh, by the way, this is the mayor of Burlington, in case you missed that. Well, you're a good group, you're a good board, and you're taking care of those who built Burlington, and you're helping us build the future by your donation for our dollars for scholars. Al, please go back and thank your board and your chairman.
We'll do that.
We appreciate it.
In 2023, Al was named Burlington Community Scholarship Foundation Emeritus, the highest honor for a board member. Al served in many more capacities, as on the Burlington Housing Authority as the gubernatorial appointment and the Burlington Credit Union.
I've served on the Burlington Municipal Employees Federal Credit Union. I've been the treasurer of that organization for over 40 years, and Al was a board member there as well. And then, I've been on the Burlington Housing Authority for 3.5 years, and Al was the chairman of the Burlington Housing Authority, and I served on that board with him as well.
During his time at the fire department, Al began collecting firefighting memorabilia, mostly fire truck toys and models. From this endeavor, Al opened FaZe Fire Museum, a joy for many children in town.
I guess after spending so many years in the fire department, I've been collecting toys for so long, they were put away in boxes, and if you have them put away in boxes and don't get to look at them, it really isn't much pleasure in it. So I kind of thought, just jokingly, maybe someday that I would start a museum. And when I retired, I decided that I would turn this little cow barn that I had out back into my museum, and it just mushroomed from there. One thing led to another, and it was just a dream, and it isn't everybody that gets a chance to fulfill that dream all the time, you know. And one of the firefighters, Paul Sullivan, did most of the woodworking for me. We gave him the ideas, and he did the work for me, and this is how it got started. I started collecting, never having, the idea that I'd ever have a museum. It was just, you put one on the shelf and then another one and another one and another one, and pretty soon you have quite a collection going. And actually, when I came on the fire department, probably maybe 35 years ago, I started. I wish I knew then what all collectors know now. Those things that wound up in the trash barrel that you used to buy are all the sought-after toys now that any toy collector would tell you.
I'm going to take an opportunity to look at a number of pieces. Why don't we first start with what Al had spoken about earlier, which is the
Chelsea fire. This what it was they put out a series of 12 or 14 plates of great fires of the century and all around the country and stuff. And the Griffith Pottery put this one out, and this is Burlington's engine working on these 2-3 deckers down into Chelsea. And we talked about the date before. I said 72, but it was 73.
Well, I was only off by 12 years.
Yeah,
you were off by a year.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. But that was quite a fire. I mean, it was just, you can't believe what a fire that was.
And this is, if any of you get down to Al's Fire Museum, this is one of probably 20 different plates, commemorative plates that Al has. Al, why don't we pick this one up right here and see if Linda can get off.
Can you get this one? Well, this here is, Phil, is like I started to tell you off camera, a very, very expensive piece. There was 3 pieces. There's an ambulance, a police car, and the fire engine. And it used to be in Cracker Jacks when the kids had Cracker Jacks. I won't discuss how much it is.
Joyce might be watching the show.
Stay married. But anyway, I have the police car and the fire engine. I don't have the ambulance. If you did, you have the whole set. The reason they didn't do it anymore, being tin, kids were getting cut with them. Yeah. And with the rules that we have today, which is great, they don't have that anymore.
Now, how far back does this date to?
In the early 30s, very, very early 30s, was in the Cracker Jacks. But you don't ever see the 3 pieces together. And every time I saw this, the same guy had it, and the fee that he wanted for it, I'd try to talk to him, and there was he knew what he had,
Have you seen the other 2 pieces of that set?
I've only seen the police car one other time. I have the police car, but I've never seen the ambulance.
And what do we have here? This looks like this is something similar to your 40, right?
Yeah, this one here is 1938. Mine is a 40. Mm-hmm. Very, very similar to this here.
Ubiquitous with the FaZe Fire Museum is Al's 1940 Ford open cab fire pumper. Generations of kids and families have taken countless rides in this piece of firefighter history. Al and his fire truck were a fixture, giving free rides. Every year at the Parks and Rec Pride Day turned Celebration Burlington.
The sun's starting to come out a little bit, but we go a little bit, and then rain was come out and then back out again. But we did pretty good because recreation works so hard, and they've done a great job.
Also at the Park and Rec's annual tree lighting ceremony in December, Al had the honor of driving Santa Claus to the occasion in his fire truck.
Al Fay of FaZe Fire Museum and Santa's personal escort to Burlington. How are you, my friend?
Very good, very good. Weather is fine.
With all Al's trucking around in his fire truck, Al Fay got together with friends to form the Burlington tradition of Truck Day, and after 25 years remains to this day.
Well, Truck Day really started years ago. We got the highway guys. We got their trucks all together, polished up and put them there and let people know. And that's where it started. And my fire engine is behind me here, and it's always a good drawing card. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your fire truck?
Oh, the fire engine used to be an engine in Drake years ago. It's a 1940. It's 75 years old. And I've been doing Celebrate Burlington and all kinds of things we use it for, but the kids are ringing the bell there, and I've had it for probably 25 years, and right around the common. I know the route around the common very well with all the kids in the back, and we've done everything with it,
Truck Day was something that Al created and held annually for, I don't even know the number of years that it was held, but it's still being held by the Recreation Department. But he's the one that started it and initiated it and made it successful for, well over 10 years. All the children in Burlington, they used to love to go to Truck Day, and all of us, I think, enjoyed it. But that was a huge fundraiser for both the Burlington Community Scholarship Foundation and other charities that Al was involved with.
Where else could a little 4 or 5-year-old boy, or girl, I shouldn't say just boy, because girls are the same way, get to sit inside an excavator or a dump truck or a cement mixer or a fire engine. I'll ring that bell on my fire engine that gets plenty of activity that day. And it's a chance to see them up close.
And will there be any new surprises?
We never really know until Sunday morning. Somebody comes up with something new all the time. No, basically it'll be the same, but like I said, every now and then we get something a little bit different that's going to be there, and we never know what all the different, the state police and the Middlesex County Sheriff Department, they come, and we don't know what they bring, and so it's always great when they come. They all register in. We come opposite the fire station, and they register there. We've got it down to a science after 18 years. We got it down pretty good.
There are many towns and private organizations that contribute to the Heavy Wagon and Haulin' Fun.
I have so many people, it's hard to thank them all, but all our town departments get involved here. I can't say enough about the DPW guys, they're all there 100%, the Recreation Department. The fire department does their thing, and the police. All the departments in town have been very, very good to us. And when we do the truck show, and all we ask for is a break in the weather, that we get a decent day that day. It's a good time for folks to get out and support the local town groups, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, people helping people be here, all the adopter classes, and it's a great event. We have dump trucks and tow trucks and fire engines and cranes and all that stuff will be here. And so we just look for a decent day, and we ask the people to come out and support these local groups. They work so hard, and it's a nice time to pay tribute to them as well.
Al Fay joined the Rotary Club of Burlington in 2010 and made an immediate impact on the success of the club.
Well, he joined the board. He helped out, participated in all the fundraising events that we did, like Fight Night. He helped me out quite a bit on Fight Night. The golf tournament, he was there all the time at the golf tournament. Shortly thereafter, started helping me out on Interact with the high school kids. He was an Interact advisor. A few years ago, he joined Special Olympics, so he made an immediate impact on that too. He was there at every practice. He was there 2 weeks before he died at practice.
Al made an annual event of taking the players in his classic fire engine on summer ice cream socials.
Burlington Special Olympians were recently honored with a rolling rally, courtesy of Al Fay's Fire Museum. Destined for Bedford Farms ice cream, the rolling rally hit the road. While enjoying their ice cream, guest reporter Michael took on interview duties. What's your favorite part, the ice cream or the truck?
Fire truck. This is best fire car ice cream.
And what was your favorite, the ice cream or the truck?
Ice cream.
Today we're going to have ice cream. How we got here was the truck, the fire truck we went on. It's pretty cool, and I enjoyed it so far. And best day today. Enjoy the nice day. Might as well enjoy today.
We took the fire truck and we went to Bedford Farms.
And what was your favorite part, the ice cream or the truck?
The fire truck.
Well, we all got here by this fire truck, and honestly, it was a great ride. A lot of honking, people supporting us. That's honestly what I'd like to see from everyone showing up in the community, like stepping up, helping out everyone. That's the way it should be.
We're here at the ice cream place.
And what was your favorite, the ice cream or the truck?
The truck, I guess.
We used to be a softball team, but we own our own league now.
Oh, wow.
At the Y.
Okay, cool. And what was your favorite part today, the truck or the ice cream?
Both. Rolling rallies are my favorite thing in ice cream.
What was your favorite part about being on the truck?
Waving to people on the street.
I like red trucks and the fire truck too. I like the Bruins. I like everything I like.
We're doing the ice cream social with the YMCA people, and Al Fay's having a good time driving the fire truck,
The Rotary in Burlington, we sponsor the Special Olympics. It sounded like we had a lot of fun. I think I heard you yelling in the background there. Yeah. Everybody was there, you know. But it was fun, and it's a lot of fun.
Between the ice cream and the rolling rally, it was a great day for all on hand. Special thanks to FaZe Fire Museum. I'm B News reporter Tad Stefanak.
Al also helped start the Special Olympics annual Halloween dance party held annually, now at the Burlington Famous Pizza.
Al had so many Halloween decorations that he brought. You know, he basically took over and ran it that first year and the second year as well. The athletes from Special Olympics will never forget him.
Al is truly missed by the Burlington Rotary Club and the Special Olympics basketball program. The coaches, athletes, and families can never thank Al for all that he has done for them, for his friendship, and making Thursday Special Olympics practice his and the whole team's favorite night of the week. Al Fay proved invaluable when his negotiating skills helped Burlington in the famous land swap deal that brought the ownership of the Grandview Farm to the town, as well as 72 units of much-needed affordable senior housing.
Al was around. He used to come to those meetings with me, and you know, he'd be Al. He'd say what he thought at the meetings, and people go, "Oh, Al, don't say that," but he did. You know Al. But he was always there, always supportive. What I found about Al is when he sat around a table, he listened and didn't just throw out his thoughts and opinions. Eventually he'd get to that, but he listened first.
Al was instrumental in the development of the Sun Microsystems campus, the redevelopment of 3rd Avenue, and the expansion of Leahy Hospital.
You know, Al had a couple of hats. I mean, he was on a planning board, so he was in favor of the Sun Microsystems coming in. And when he got on the board, of course, he was always supportive of that. He was also very much in favor, and this is more as a select board member, of the 3rd Ave renovation, redo. They've changed the face of that place. But Al was always in favor of economic development, always. He's been a long-time proponent of Leahy, long time. He thinks it's one of those signature institutions that locates in the community. It's such an economic engine, and Al knew that, but he really believed in doing what's best for his beloved Burlington. And he'll tell you how much he loves the town. I mean, everybody got to the moniker of the mayor. He's the mayor. Everybody around town calls him the mayor, and he loved that.
In 2012, the Burlington Patch conducted a poll for the unofficial mayor of Burlington, based on the criteria of being someone who contributes towards making Burlington a most prosperous and inviting place to live, work, and play. The result of the poll was, you guessed it, Al Fay. In 2017, Al was bestowed with the honor of Burlington's 4th of July Parade's Outstanding Citizen.
I was kind of honored to be elected with that, you know, and been to many of the parades, but always driving my fire engine, you know, and this year my son is driving the fire engine. And you know how I feel about my fire engine, you know, but it's a great day for the parade, you know. We've had a lot of rainy days, you know, but this is a good one, you know.
Al was a man in perpetual motion. During his retirement, among many activities, Al and his wife Joyce drove across the country twice and made new friends wherever they went. He simply loved people. There wasn't much that could stop Al from trying to bring a smile and a little more happiness into others' lives. His obituary holds a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, some say could have been written for Al: "To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better by whether a healthy child, a garden patch, or redeemed social condition, to know even one life has breathed easier because you lived. This is to have succeeded." Al made Burlington a better place in so many ways. Those of us who knew him in any capacity were better for it. For those who called him family and friend, we are all thankful to have known him, and we are all grateful to have had Al Fay as part of our Burlington life. I'm Phil Gallagher. Thank you for joining us.